Hey, folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to some of our newest subscribers to our YouTube channel. I want to thank Randy Thompson, Coda Lantix 23, and David Four Shocks 8. Thank you all for subscribing to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel. Randy Thompson, Coda Lantix 23, and David Four Shocks 8. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. Okay, back in early 2020, Impact Wrestling ran their gut check competition where they were looking for the next star of Impact Wrestling. The winner of the gut check was going to receive a contract from Impact Wrestling. There was quite a few names, Tyler Turver, I can't remember some of the other names, but the person that won the contest was Shogun Jackson Stone. And he was clearly, in my opinion, and obviously in Scott D'Amore's opinion, the best talent in that group, which is why he won the contest. Again, winning that contest, winning Gut Check 2020, he was presented with a contract. And I know he has a contract because he was just on the show and he did indicate that he has a 3-year contract with Impact Wrestling. So all of 2020 went by, and we didn't see Jackson Stone at all on Impact Wrestling, despite the fact that he won Gut Check and he was supposed to be the next star of Impact Wrestling, and was given a contract by Impact Wrestling. So all of the rest of 2020 went by, and we didn't see Jackson Stone. And then we finally saw him. We finally saw Jackson Stone in early 2021 on Explosion twice against Joe Doring and Shera, which I thought were great matches. Personally, I'm not the biggest Shera fan. Maybe they could have put him up against somebody else, but hey, I don't make those decisions. So he faced Joe Doring and Shera, both in losing causes. And we haven't seen him since. He hasn't appeared on any Impact Wrestling TV, and it's kind of like he doesn't exist to Impact Wrestling right now. But I was just thinking, what's the issue here? Really, what's keeping Impact Wrestling from putting Jackson Stone on TV? In my opinion, Jackson Stone is incredibly talented. He has a great character, great persona. I think he cuts great promos. His in-ring ability, I think, is excellent. So it's a little confusing why we haven't seen Jackson Stone on Impact Wrestling TV since early 2021, earlier this year. It doesn't make sense to me. Here's a perfect example. I'm Bound for Glory. We had the Battle Royal, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Battle Royal. Perfect opportunity to bring in Jackson Stone. Let him just come out and be one of the talents in the 2021 in the Bound for Glory Gauntlet not Battle Royal, Gauntlet match. But no, they decided that hey, let's call the Demon, let's call Dale Tolberg, the Demon, to come in and dress up as a demon, and he could be one of the talents in the Bound for Glory Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, because everybody was clamoring, the entire wrestling world was just begging for the Demon to come back. All due respect, no, not trying to insult anybody. I'm not trying to insult the Demon or anything, but the Demon was a wrestler in WCW before they went under, and wasn't very popular. I think they pulled the plug on the character in, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even sooner, because it just wasn't working out. But Impact Wrestling says, you know what, let's bring the Demon back. We won't bring in Jackson Stone. We won't bring in a young, very talented wrestler, a new, fresh face. Well, let's go bring back the Demon. Why stop there? Why not bring back the Gobbledygooker as well? Maybe you could bring back who else can we bring back? Maybe we could go back. Maybe we could bring back Abe Knuckleball Schwartz as well. Just bring him back as well. We'll get Steve Lombardi dressed up as the baseball character again. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And this was a perfect opportunity to bring in Jackson Stone. And again, I feel my opinion, and again, unfortunately, I don't make the decisions. I'm just a fan watching. But from what I see, Jackson Stone is ready. He recently had, well, I feel when I say he's ready, I feel he's ready to be on Impact Wrestling TV. Okay, I feel he's ready to be on Impact Wrestling TV. Case in point, he had a match with Madman Fulton recently. I forgot the promotion. We spoke about it when I had Jackson on last week, and we spoke about the match, and that was one hell of a match. And Madman Fulton I think it was Battle for the Border or Battle on the Border, I believe. Battle on the Border Promotions, I believe it was. I hope I got that right. But anyway, Madman Fulton, the champion there, defended against Shogun Jackson Stone, and that was a tremendous match. Jackson Stone suplexed Madman Fulton a number of times, and the ring looked like it was going to cave in, but he really him and Madman Fulton had a really good, had a great match. And I'm thinking, could and here I'm going to save some Impact Wrestling names, and I'm not knocking their talent. I'm just using them as an example, comparing them to Jackson Stone. Could Zicky Dice have gone in with Madman Fulton and had a better match? Could John Schuyler have gone in with Madman Fulton and had a better match? Could have Fallah Bahh have gone in with Madman Fulton and had a better match? Johnny Swinger. Could Johnny Swinger have gone in with Madman Fulton and had a better match than Jackson Stone had? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think. Could the Demon have gone in? I mean, right now they're touting a feud between the Demon and Johnny Swinger that I think nobody wants to see. They're trying to be cute. They're trying to be funny, but I don't think anybody wants to see the Demon feuding with Johnny Swinger. But that's what they're going with. They're not having Jackson Stone come in and going after John Schuyler, battle of the new young talents. They're not having that. But they're like, yeah, let's push the Demon versus Johnny Swinger. Let's tease that because that's what everybody wants, right? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And again, going back to Madman Fulton, Johnny Swinger, there's no way Johnny Swinger would have been, being goofy Johnny Swinger, doing this and making jokes and being cute and being silly. And it would have been a horrible match. It wouldn't have been a better match than it wouldn't have even come close to what we saw with Jackson Stone versus Madman Fulton. And Madman Fulton is a top talent in Impact Wrestling, and Jackson Stone gave him a great match. Now, Jackson Stone is in OVW. Some could say that OVW could be the where talents, I'm sorry, lost my train of thought. I'm thinking of Jackson Stone, where talents go and they could hone their skills. Developmental, that's the word I'm looking for. Developmental, because some can argue that OVW could be a developmental for Impact Wrestling. So Jackson Stone is wrestling in OVW, and he's doing well down there. He's getting booked. He's not winning every match. Jake Lawless, I believe his name is. If I got his name wrong, I'm sorry. It's early. I'm not just woke up and I thought I'd jump on it. Thought I had planned this, and if I got his name was something Lawless, Jake Lawless, I think the name is. Get a victory over Jackson Stone recently, but the thing is. Jackson Stone in OVW, trying to, I don't know if, I want to say he's down there to improve his skills, but I personally, I don't really think they need that much more improving, right? I don't think they need that much more improving. I think it's time we see him on Impact Wrestling TV. And again, I had him on the show. He still has that 3-year deal. So I'm not sure what Impact Wrestling is waiting for. I mean, they want to put on Johnny Swinger. Johnny, they want to waste time and showing Johnny Swinger in his poker room or his gambling room, and other wrestlers come in to gamble and give us a little comedy relief. I just or could they put someone like Jackson Stone on, a new fresh face, and give us something new, give us something exciting? It just doesn't quite make sense. I mean, damn it, he's got the 3-year deal. What are they waiting for? What is Impact Wrestling waiting for? It doesn't make sense. Now, I'm sure there could be a reason why, but I'm not. I don't have that information, unfortunately. But I don't think there's any reason. It baffles my mind. It baffles my mind why Jackson Stone is not at least where John Schuyler is right now, or Ziggy Dice, or somebody along those lines. So he should definitely be on Impact Wrestling TV, because I think he could be a top star. I think he could definitely be a top star, especially for Impact Wrestling. And what's going to happen, in my opinion, this is my opinion. This is my opinion on what's going to happen. I think sooner or later, Jackson Stone's going to get tired of waiting. I think he's going to get tired of waiting. I would get tired of waiting, and I have a feeling he's going to get tired of waiting, and he's going to ask for his release, much like Ace Romero did recently. He wasn't being used, and he asked for his release. He got tired of waiting. Now, Jackson Stone's been waiting a lot longer than AC Romero was waiting. I think AC Romero wasn't on Impact for a couple of months, and he got tired and he wanted out of the contract. Jackson Stone's being a little patient, being actually a lot more patient than the AC Romero, using him as an example. But I think the patience is starting to wear. Well, I don't want to say is, because I don't know what Jackson Stone is thinking, but I want to say it could be wearing thin. I mean, if it was me, if I was in the shoes, it would definitely be wearing thin. And sooner or later, he's going to want to get out of that contract. And what's going to happen, Impact Wrestling? Jackson Stone's going to appear on AEW Dark. Jackson Stone's going to appear in MLW. Jackson Stone, and speaking of MLW, Court Bauer knows how to use young, has a great eye for talents, undiscovered talent, and I think Court Bauer would use Jackson Stone almost immediately if Jackson Stone was in MLW, and we could have a battle of the suplexes: Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone versus Suplex Assassin, Alex Kane. That match would be absolutely fantastic, or they could form a tag team as well. I could see that happening possibly in MLW, or we could see him showing up on New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong, or we could see Jackson Stone maybe even appearing, showing up, getting signed by the WWE and being the next NXT star. So that could happen. So Impact Wrestling, I'm going to leave it at this, and we'll close it at this. Impact Wrestling, you want to keep waiting. You want to keep waiting before you unleash Jackson Stone to the world. I think if you wait too long, Jackson Stone is gonna not want to wait anymore, and he's gonna want out of that contract, and we're gonna see him in another promotion, and he's gonna thrive. And he's going to thrive. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Anything breaks later today, I'll be back. I'm doing, I have an interview scheduled today. Actually, my interview with Nick the Natural Sullivan is coming out later today. And I have another interview that I'm doing later today. It probably won't be out. But when, I don't want to say the name of the talent yet, because when the interview is done, I'll say the name of the talent. But doing that today. And again, if anything breaks, I'll be back later to report it. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.